Hello everyone, I am Aditya Bhaskar, and as we know that SIDBI Grade A examination is tomorrow, so I thought it would be useful to you if I could share some last moment tips. So this is my mark sheet from last examination. I scored 177.5 out of 250. So let's get started. So the first section is English. So this section carries 30 marks in which you have to solve 30 questions in 20 minutes. Now, some key points to remember here is that you have enough time to solve the 30 questions. Now, for any question, if you're not at all sure about the answer, then I would suggest that you do not attempt that question. However, if you are doubtful, then you may take calculated risk, but only for a limited number of questions. Now, coming to the comprehension section, I would suggest that you read the passage first and then go ahead and attempt the questions. I see many people, what they do is they don't read the passage and then they just start looking through the questions and just start looking for the keywords in the passage. So in some cases, the question might be tricky and this might lead to loss of time for you. The second section is general awareness, which carries 50 marks, in which you have to solve 50 questions in 30 minutes. Now, some key points to remember here is you have enough time to solve all the 50 questions. So I'd suggest that you start from the question number 1 and you attempt all the questions that you can remember and all the questions in which you are confident. And then once you are done, you just come back to the other questions that you have left behind and you try to attempt them. Again, for any question, if you're not at all sure of the answer, then do not attempt it. However, if you're doubtful, then you may take a calculated risk, but only for a limited number of questions. Now the third section is reasoning, which carries 60 marks, and you have to solve 40 questions in 40 minutes. Some key points to remember here is the time is of essence here because you have to solve 40 questions in 40 minutes. Now, if the question level is moderate to difficult, then your focus should be on accuracy. However, if the question is easy to moderate, as it was last year, then your focus should be on speed. That is, you should try to solve as many questions as possible while still maintaining accuracy. Now, for reasoning, some tips. I'd suggest that you do not spend too much time on one question or one set of questions. If you're stuck somewhere, then do not panic and just move on to the next one. And you should try to avoid rookie mistakes. Which brings us to the fourth section, that is quant, which carries 60 marks, and you have to solve 40 questions in 30 minutes. So like reasoning, time is of essence here. And if the question level is moderate to difficult, your focus should be on accuracy. And if the question level is easy to moderate, as it was last year, your focus should be on speed. However, in both cases, you have to maintain accuracy. So for quant, I would suggest that you start from the question number 1 and you try to see if the question is solvable to you or not. If it is, then you should solve it and move to the next one. If it is not, then you should revisit it once you are done finishing the entire section. If you're stuck in any question, then do not panic and move on to the next one. For quant, I would strongly suggest that you should avoid calculation mistakes and you should be mindful when solving the questions. Which brings us to the last section, that is descriptive, which carries 50 marks, in which you have to solve 3 questions in 60 minutes. Now, out of the 3 questions, 2 questions are ACEs, which will be on finance, banking, and economy and social issues. Each will carry 20 marks. So you should try to finish both the ACEs in 40 minutes. In ACEs, you should try to put in facts, figures, and stats, as they might fetch you more marks. The business letter, you will get 1 question, which will be of 10 marks, and you should try to finish it in 10 minutes, which totals it to 50 minutes. So for the last 10 minutes, you can focus on going through the answers and focusing on and looking out for spelling, grammar, or content mistakes. Now, for descriptive, you should strictly adhere to the prescribed format and word limit. These are non-negotiable. Apart from that, your focus should also be on the grammar and the spelling. Which brings us to some miscellaneous things. Keep all the things ready on the day before the examination. For example, your hall ticket, your ID card and the Xerox copies, your pen, etc. You should have a good sleep before the examination. Don't be nervous on the day of the examination. And last but not the least, be confident. You have prepared well for the examination, and you should keep that in mind, and you should be confident while solving the questions. So thank you, and all the best for the examination.